it, which is a turbocharger, which pretty much makes it fire instantly. The light machine gun, the devotion, same problems with that. So that covers all the assault rifles in my opinion. So like I said, the R301 number 1 in my opinion, Flatline number 2, Hemlock number 3, and the Havoc number 4. So let's go ahead and move on to the submachine guns. Now with the submachine guns, there's only really 3 of them. There's the Annihilator, which is the light ammo use, but with that gun, I don't believe it holds like 18 at the max, and it shoots really fast. Super pretty accurate, but not a lot of damage. You can get away with it for a while in the beginning of the game when no one really has any other weapons. Has pretty big kick to it in my opinion, other than the other submachine guns. The best submachine gun probably in my opinion is the Prowler, and that one uses heavy ammo. It's a 3-round burst at the beginning, but if you get an attachment that lets you use the select fire on it, you can turn it to a fully automatic. And with that one, it'll rip through people when you get the stock on it and the barrel stabilizer. Ooh, that's probably the best submachine gun in the game. The last submachine gun is the R99 or the R909, forget what it is. That one, it actually is pretty good for close range battles. You don't really want to do too long range battles on that one. Fast fire rate, so your bullets will be gone in an instant. Make sure you be careful not to hold down that spray, because you'll be gone and you'll have to reload. That one, you could probably get a stabilizer on it and make it a little bit more accurate, probably with one of the higher barrel stabilizers and the stock with the epics on those. It'll probably be pretty good. Never really mess with it, because by the time I find a 301, I'll get rid of that gun. So, or I'll mess with an assault rifle, 2 assault rifles. So I don't really get too much practice with the submachine guns. And that pretty much covers it for the submachine guns. Not too much options in there. Like I said, the Prowler number 1, R909 probably 2nd, and the Annihilator 3rd. So let's go ahead and move on to the shotguns. Now as far as these shotguns go, I think they're probably some of the best shotguns I've ever used in a video game. Now what they have up is the Peacekeeper, probably the best shotgun in the game, the most commonly found shotgun in the game. So that one's by far number 1 to me. You could get a legendary shotgun, which is called the Mastiff, but that only comes in care packages probably towards the end of the game, mid-tier of the game, when air packages drop from the sky. So the Peacekeeper is probably one of the best ones to get. You can get the attachments for it. Without the attachments, it's still really good. You can knock players no problem. The other shotgun you could do right away really good is the EV8. That one really well balanced. It's a semi-auto shotgun, so you could just hold it and just keep tapping away, boom boom boom. It holds around 8 rounds, whereas the Peacekeeper is more of a pump shotgun, so you gotta pump it to shoot it. It takes a little bit longer, but does more damage. But the EV8 semi-automatic does really good, so you don't have to worry about that. The other shotgun that they have is called the Mozambique. Now that's the sorriest gun in the game in my opinion. It only holds 3 rounds, and you can't really do any damage with that. Probably 20 damage is the best you could do, unless you're hitting a headshot, and you have to be super close up. And if you're going up against any other gun besides a P2020, which is a pistol, you're pretty much going to lose. So let's go over this again. So as far as the shotguns go, the Mastiff, probably the best shotgun in the game, does the most damage. It's a pump shotgun. You can't really get any attachments with that with the legendary guns. So there's only 2 legendary guns in the game, which is the Mastiff and the K-Bar, which is the sniper rifle, and we'll get to that in a second. So for the shotguns, the Mastiff number 1. Number 2, we'll go with the Peacekeeper. In my opinion, should be 1A 1B, and then for the 3rd one is the EV8, and then we're not even going to rank the Mozambique. Doesn't deserve it. So that makes, let's go ahead and go into the sniper rifles. Now for the sniper rifles, you have a couple different ones. The light ammo sniper rifle is called the G7 Scout. In my opinion, if you ever played Call of Duty, it's like an M21, like a pea shooter. Doesn't do a lot of damage, super accurate, but it has a pretty big kick to it if you keep spamming that fire button. You could probably get a stock and a stabilizer for it and make it a little better, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. You might as well stick with the R301, set it to single fire mode. Will do the same damage. The next best one, in my opinion, is the longbow. That's probably one of the better of the sniper rifles. You could use that one. It does a lot of damage for being a sniper rifle. You could do pretty close up range with that, mid range. Now you don't want to get too close because then you're going to be taken out. So mid range shots to long range shots, the longbow is probably one of the best sniper guns in the game. The last one is the triple take. The triple take is an interesting weapon. It shoots 3 rounds as well. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a 3-round burst, but it's more of a sniper rifle shooting 3 rounds, and it uses energy ammo. Like I said, it's really difficult to keep up with energy ammo. You could lose out on energy ammo real quick if you're one of the spammers with the Havoc or the Devotion, so you don't really get a lot of stuff done with the energy weapons, in my opinion. For the sniper rifles, I don't really get to use them too often because most of the fights that you get into are mid-range to short range. I rarely get into long-range battles, so the sniper rifles I never really use. And like I said, the K-Bar is the legendary sniper rifle that you could get, but you could only get it in care packages. You can't get it off spawn, you can't pick it up, you can't loot it anywhere besides care packages that fall down from the sky. Now with that one, that does damage. That is the best sniper rifle by far, hands down. Headshot, you could knock somebody. One headshot. As long as they're not wearing legendary armor, a headshot, he's knocked. Best gun in the game for sniper rifles is K-Bar. Second one, in my opinion, the longbow. Third one, probably a triple take. And then the last, G7 Scout. So with that, let's go to the light machine guns. For the light machine guns, there's only 2 in the game. There's the Spitfire, which uses the heavy ammo, and the Devotion, which uses the energy ammo. Spitfire, in my opinion, is almost as good as any of the assault rifles in the game. So this one holds way more bullets. It holds, with the extended mag, probably 45 bullets rather than the other ones that could hold 20, 25. Even the R301 is only 28. So with the Spitfire, you can hold 45 bullets if you're one of those spray and prays. Great gun to use. You can get the stabilizer for it and the stock. It shoot like a laser. Probably one of the best things. The only thing with the light machine guns is it takes a little bit longer to warm up than the assault rifles. Spitfire takes like an extra half second to warm up, and if you're spraying without aiming, the spread is probably too much. So unless you're doing it close range with the no spray, you'll miss your target from mid range. So always aim with the Spitfire. With the Devotion, that one uses energy ammo, and it has, like I said, it takes a little while with energy ammo weapons before it shoots. Like a second and a half before it actually shoots. So with those guns, I don't really like to pick them up, but they're really well balanced. It does a lot of damage, and if you, like I said, if you get that turbocharger, it'll shoot up in seconds, and you could probably do a lot of damage. Me personally, I don't like them, but I've seen people use them and people wreck with them. That's why what makes this game so balanced is you could pick up all these different weapons and just your way of play style. It's just how you play is the way you play, and so all these guns could be used to win a game. So with that in mind, in my opinion, Spitfire number 1, Devotion number 2. So this brings us to the last category, the pistols. Pistols, in my opinion, aren't half bad. You can probably take most pistols besides the P2020, which is better than Mozambique, but still one of the lower tier guns in the game. The P2020 is just like any other pistol, barely hits maybe 20 damage, holds like a 8-round clip in it, uses a light ammo. So that's something you just want to get in the start of the game, then toss away right away. The other it's a automatic pistol is the R49 or the R45. It's a fully automatic pistol. So with that, you could do some damage, high fire rate, so you'll lose out your bullets real quick and you'll have to reload. So just be careful. More, you should probably just tap that one. If you're in a close gun battle, then obviously go full spray, but other than that, you would want to make sure you're tapping that from longer distances. Which brings me to the best handgun in the game, and probably one of the best guns in the game, if not the best, which is the Wingman. The Wingman is like a Magnum 6-shooter right off the start. You could get the extended mag to make it a 12-shooter, which is amazing, and then you could get the hop up, which is a skull piercer, which basically gives it extra damage. So with that, you're pretty much hitting 45 to 50 every time you hit the body. If you hit the head, I haven't seen what the damage is, but you're taking a lot of shots in the head. You're taking a lot of damage. So you could pair that Wingman with any of the assault rifles. You could take that Wingman as your main weapon and use a shotgun as your secondary, and you could probably still win some games. I've seen a lot of people do it. I've done it myself. Really well balanced gun. Has a huge kick to it, so you can't double tap it right away. So you want to give it a little bit of a downplay when it first kicks up. You want to wait a couple seconds before it comes down and then kick it again. But like I said, 45 damage right off the start. If you pick up a Wingman and you go into a gun battle with someone who has an R99 who runs out of bullets right away, if you could dodge him for a couple seconds, that Wingman is going to take him out in 3 shots. So like I said, the best gun in the game to have, Wingman in my opinion, as your secondary or your first weapon, depending on what you find. It all depends. You know, battle royale, just wherever you land, whatever you pick up. But most of these guns, you can pick up anything, get into a fight right away, and just depending on the angle of where you're at, you can probably win those shots, unless you're getting triple teamed and then you're SOL. But so my opinion, best pistol in the game, Wingman. Second, R45, and the third is the P2020. So that pretty much covers all the weapons in the game. Like I said, my personal favorites are the R301, the Flatline, and the Wingman, and probably the shotgun. Like I said, the Peacekeeper. Any combination of those weapons, like a R301 with a Wingman, game over. Or if I get a Flatline and a Hemlock, game over. And even with the Devotion and a Wingman, I'll take it. Or a Devotion and a Hemlock. There's so many combinations you could do with these weapons, as long as you have all the attachments you want. The red dots, the scopes. You could pretty much, whatever you like, whatever you prefer, however your playstyle is, you can pick up these guns and win any games. So that's why this game is so well balanced and so well made, that they took the time to make sure the map had all, close-up range battles to long range to mid-range. All the guns are super accurate, where you could get into any battle. You could switch into single fire mode and shoot out. It's just a real well balanced game, and I love it, as you can tell. So that's just my review on the weapon systems, or the weapons in the game. So that's pretty much it I have for this video. Remember, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Tell everybody about it. I'm trying to get more views. I said I was going to try to upload every day, but right now I really can't. Probably every other day is going to be more of the schedule. Soon, once I get on a better schedule, I'm going to try to upload every day. Eventually, I'm going to try to stream on Twitch, so look out for that. I'll let you guys know. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, I'm out.